Alright, welcome back to JJC4 Garage. In today's video, it's timing chain and probably camshaft. We're going to start remove the timing chain. I'm just going to put my gloves on here, guys. And also we'll have to find a bolt to pull up the cam. Alright, so got my 1/2 inch. Let's see if we can break this loose. We're going to be cleaning these bolts and using those. Alright, that is off. The timing chain's off. And on this, see that little mark right there? Make sure that goes back and line it back up to dot to dot. Timing chain goes off. Then you will have cam holder. Right here you have a holder there. Hold the camshaft in place. We're gonna try to keep our work area sort of clean today. I will be cleaning the timing gear off. We'll be reusing that for the camshaft. Alright, we're going to be moving on to camshaft retainer plate. If you guys haven't seen these are pretty nice. On gotta find the size here. What's the smaller? So, all right, we got what is this? It's like a T30 for this, and then remove the socket and. It's wrong size. We'll swap that out. There we go. It's on. So I got these nice little extensions at Harbor Freight. I'll be probably run these bolts back in and stuff, so they don't go. I don't lose them. That's out. Now the fun part is going to be finding to pull the cam out. I would have to find a bolt, a long bolt, pull that out. Volt-2 sensor. Let it spill. We didn't lose anything there, so we got to find a bolt for this. So. Size it would be lucky here on that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna find a bolt for it. So we're gonna. Well, I found a small bolt. Just don't. Just gently. Don't want to nick up the journals here. Just kind of support it. I haven't done this in a long, guys, so just be patient. I haven't moved the cam in a long time. So we're just going to rotate it out, be gentle with it, and don't want to nick up the cam journal, the bearings, the cam bearings. And voila! Look at that, guys. Camshaft's out. Do not drop it. These are actually they're fragile. You drop this on the floor, it'll crack, it'll break it right in half. Because there's nothing wrong with this camshaft. If you guys look, I'm looking at it right now. It's just dirty. So just do not drop them. They are fragile, and it's just good. I'm just gonna keep this laying around. I might stuff on that. Then I'll do more research on the size of this, if it's whatever. But like I said, do not drop those. I mean, drop it. I've seen them. You can break them right in half on it. Camshaft is out. So, see, that was not so bad. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these bolts right here. I'm going to put them right back into the block. For two reasons. You know, for one reason, you don't want to lose them and stuff. It's just a peace of mind, so you don't have to look for it. But even looking at it, it's out. Next we're going to do is probably clean this inside the block. Probably just take my rags and probably take a vacuum cleaner, get the sludge out, clean up inside where the lifters go on it. But that's really not hard to do. I wish I had a longer bolt for it, but I don't. I couldn't find one, so I just used this one. And just be very careful what you're doing on it. We're going to clean up inside of here, the heads a little bit, as best as I can, without damaging things. You get the side of the walls a little bit, clean up the oil, clean the tray out in here, the valley, the lifter valley and stuff, and clean that up a little bit. There's a little sludge in here and just junk. So on that, and then I'm gonna run. I'm gonna find some tape. We're gonna tape the ports off. I'm gonna clean this, clean the surface. I did get my paint for this. It came in the mail yesterday from Jags. We're going. Like I said, we're going. Chevy orange with a little red in it. It's like Chevy red, orange red. It says it's on the cans for Chevy blocks. We're gonna do that. And I said on the other videos we might be doing wrinkle finishes on the valve covers, because I'm just gonna reuse those, because I would love to get different ones for this car, but they're 170 to 200 bucks for a nice set of when it says Chevy on the black or chrome. I don't mind chrome. It's just a little more harder to clean, and there's nothing really wrong with the stock valve covers. So basically what we're going to do when you pop the hood of this car, it's going to look like stock, you know, just cleaned up and stuff like this. It just has, it has a mild cam in it from Speedmaster, like I said. Stuff like that. I believe it's 503 lift.
Notification from email.
5
NFLshop.com.
exhaust.
Top NFL fantasy players.
Sorry
The
about my
official
phone,
store
guys.
of the
It's just like
NFL.
text messages going off. And stuff like that. And just tell me what I'm getting. And then we're gonna I'm gonna leave the studs in here. We're just gonna clean this all up. You're not gonna see it till you pop the valve covers. Like I said, it's actually very clean inside this block, top and bottom. I will rotate it, but I might make more of a mess because I still think there's probably still coolant left in the heads. It all didn't get drained out. I got a new oil pan gasket. Oil pan is sitting over there. We're gonna be cleaning up these parts. The camshaft is going to go back in the box for the new one, properly restored. I will store it away for whatever. I'm not going to, and stuff like this. These keepers I will clean up. These I'll clean up as best as possible. I have them. Here's your driver's side and your passenger side. The valve, the timing chain cover just needs to be cleaned. I got the outside all cleaned up. I just got to clean on the inside. This is what I liked when I pulled it off. I wiped it down a little bit. The timing chain is junk. That's going to be replaced. I will be cleaning off this gear. This is going in the trash. It's stretched out. It's got 124,000 miles on it. It's got to find my trash. Right there. Actually, no, we'll probably keep that for a second. That'll go in the trash. Like I said, I have a new one for it. I just got a new timing chain. I was like, I got it off Rock Auto. Just replacing that. The plan for this is just a mild build this year. This year. I will be saving up money. This car will be getting a 383 stroker. People are like, why aren't you doing that now? It's just I'm on a time constraint. This is for this summer. Next winter, I will be saving up money. I found one, just a short block. I believe it was like $2,800, probably core. Probably had to give them the block too after they're done. But I'll be swapping over. I'm taking these heads off. This will be maybe next year, or the year after, because it's $2,800. Means I'll have to save up some coin and stuff. And if we are using the heads, I'll probably send the heads off. Depends on how much they cost, or maybe even save money up for new ones. There's nothing wrong with these heads. These are ZZ4 heads. They're not horrible heads. The research I've done on this, they're only good for probably what, 400 horse. But I'll send them out, and I have them new valve guides put in, new valve seals put in. Probably have them. I have my buddy. Probably have him do a little porting on here, just get all this rough surfaces out and stuff. So, I mean, it's just right now, this is just tinkering around, just making it a little bit better than stock. When you look at this is not horribly bad either. There's not, you saw when I pulled the timing chain off, there's really very impressed. Because I know you've probably seen videos, guys pulling motors out, and they're just caked with sludge. And this engine was not the case, really. I mean, it just has little, like some stuff in here, but most of it's some sludge. Some of it's actually just carbon buildup from that, like little chunkies. But I will clean this up. And I grab my little shot back and hope I can suck some of this stuff up. And same thing on the cylinders and stuff like that. But I'm actually very impressed. Like, I know I'm beating a dead horse when saying it, but I'm not removing this gear because I'm leaving this right here. You can probably see it. I'm not messing with this. If you can see it, right there's the dot. That means I'm leaving it right there. I'm not messing with this gear. I'm just going to replace the timing chain. I'm going to lube up the camshafts, and stuff like that. We're going to be lubing. So you see right here, I got some assembly lube I bought, and we're going to lube that up. We're going to do the same thing on the balls of the push rods. So they're whatever. It's just going to be treated like a rebuild. I'm going to put a little dab on the tips here on the push rods, and then you also little assembly lube on each of these, stuff like this, because because you don't know how long this thing's going to stay here, so I get a chance to put it back in the motor, put the engine back in the car, because I still got to paint the block. But with that, this garage would have to be 68, and it's got to be a little bit warmer than it is. I mean, it's right next to the furnace here, wood furnace. And that'd be it on that. And then of course I will be replacing the water pump. Gotta buy that. I mean, I got it sitting over there. It's a little crusty. Starter, I'm gonna clean up and reuse. There's nothing wrong with it. I'll probably send it out. I might just clean it up. I'll take it up to AutoZone or even a place like that. I have it tested. I had no issues with it when starting the car. Never had any problems. So if I have that tested, I'm going to reuse that because they're not cheap. If it's really not, it was not giving me any hassles, I'm just going to reuse it. Because you never know, you might go down that rabbit hole and get yourself a bad starter. And then stuff like that. But that's what it is, just removing the camshaft. And the next things we're going to be doing is doing some cleaning on the block inside here and clean that up a little bit. Then, guys, it's probably about putting the stuff back in the engine, and it should be a fun process. I mean, I'm still debating. I might get a different camshaft, but I might go with it, and I might just use for that engine, and then when I get the other motor eventually, I'll put a different camshaft in it and just sell this engine with the camshaft and all that crap to a guy who wants it, or it goes with to get remade, because most places will want a core and stuff. in places like that, it's usually like $500. I think they'll knock off it on a core. You can quote me on that one. It usually is what it is. Most of the time it's probably for shipping. But I would remove the heads and send them out, get cleaned, you know, stuff like that. I'll price that out. It's because they're not damaged, but it's just nice to see it. These all ported and new valve guides, new valve seals. I might actually replace the valve seals in here, but I would just have to run my pressing tester in here and get a spring tool and push these down and replace the guides. I should do that because there's 124,000 plus miles on them, and it's probably should be replaced. So, oops, there's junk in here. Sorry guys, but, you know, there's a little something, oil passages and oil. You know, like I said, I gotta get in here and clean this. But all right, you guys that like the videos, if you guys like the video, like, share, and subscribe, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day.